meter rifle, 3 positions trio women. First of all, the bronze medal match. That will be contested between Denmark and Switzerland. And then the gold medal match to come shortly after, Norway versus Czechia. There's our schedule for today. So our first broadcast for you is this 50-meter rifle, 3 positions trio women. Then we'll move on to the 25-meter pistol trio women. Then the rapid fire trio men at 4:30. And then into the evening, we go back outside for 2 skeet events, the skeet duet and the skeet duet junior. As I said, it is a packed day, and it can't get any more packed than that. There's our QR codes for our social media feeds. So if you'd like to follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, then feel free to point your camera from your smartphone or your tablet to the QR codes. A little yellow link will pop up, and then tap on that and follow it all through, and it all should work out for you. So my name is Rory McAllister. Alongside me is Christoph Durr of Switzerland. We are your commentary team for this trio event as Switzerland make their way out onto the field of play. Franziska Stark, Chiara Leone and Anja Tomaszek. Now, Chiara Leone has the benefit of having been out here twice already. She was 4th in the 3 positions final, trying to defend her European title, and took a silver medal yesterday alongside this man next to me, Christoph Durr. So here come the opponents. This is Denmark. And Rikke Ibsen, the current European champion, taking that gold medal 2 days ago in real dramatic style. Banged in a 10.9 as her final shot, just to say, do you know what? I'd like to be European champion, and I'm going to do it in style. And just pipped Jeanette Gustad to the European title and the gold medal. So here's our 2 jury.
The officials also ready. We welcome the jury member in charge for that final. It will
and the next introduction will be of our CRO, which is the Chief Range Officer.
The assistant jury for that final will be Guy Legentil, France. The most important point, the Chief Range Officer, Jean-Yves Michel.
And Jean-Yves Michel, who's the Chief Range Officer for all the rifle finals here in Châteauroux at the European Shooting Championships.
Take your position.
2025. Take your positions, he says. Now, Chris, whenever you hear those words, what goes through your mind?
Well, it's game time, right? You really start getting into your focus before you might have been checking out who's in the stands, getting a little bit like the crowd as well, trying to give you the last positive push towards the competition. But now it's full focus, game time's on, and yeah, you settle into your position. You try to find the perfect position again. Obviously, once the deciding shots start, you start finding the center of the target again, adjusting your sights, everything. But yeah, it's game on for sure.
Now, the beauty of this event as well, something I really like, is that you have each athlete in 3 different positions, whereas in the 3 positions, you as an individual get to shoot in kneeling, prone and standing. In this one, you're in the same position throughout the entire thing. Here's what happened in qualification earlier on. So you can see Norway's score there of, 9 in front of Czechia. Denmark and Switzerland, therefore, were the 2 that qualified for the bronze medal match. And the Germans not far behind, but didn't quite make it today. But some other strong rifle European nations in there. Germany, Poland, Sweden, Slovakia. So Norway versus Czechia, that's coming up. First of all, this bronze medal match where, of course, one team has to go away without a place on the podium. Now, you yourself, Chris, when it comes to this event for the men, standing, kneeling, prone, which one would you prefer to opt to?
Well, actually, yesterday we had the choice between, in the duet, we had the choice between shooting either kneeling or standing. I was quite open, to be honest, which position I want to shoot. We discussed it shortly in the team, and the coach made the decision of who's shooting which position. Well, for a long time, my favorites have been the sling positions for sure. Now I feel quite yesterday I would have felt quite good as well to shoot the standing position. In the end, it's a decision that you have to make. That's also what makes this competition for me a very interesting competition, because it adds this component of strategy that the coach has to select the lineup, who's shooting in which position. That gives like a strategic element into this competition that we don't see usually in all the formats, especially in the individual formats. And so I'm curious to see how it turns out this time.
So 10.4 millimeters is the 10 ring down the other end. Here is Rika Ibsen, who's the current European champion for 3 positions. In that standing position, she hit a 10.9 in her final shot. If you haven't seen the final just yet, then I'd urge you to watch it back. Here's Anna Nielsen alongside, who's in the kneeling position, a gold medalist at the European Championships in Tallinn in 2023. Still only 22 years old. And this is Bettina Petersen, 28 years old, in her first major final of the European Championships. So let's have a close look at the Switzerland trio. So Franziska Stark will be in the prone position on the mat on the floor for Switzerland. So here is Franziska Stark, 26 years old, and a silver medalist at the World Championships in Cairo. That was in the 3 positions team women events 3 years ago in 2022, and also has 2 World Cup gold medals. So in the kneeling position for Switzerland, here is Chiara Leoni, the current Olympic champion for 3 positions, and came to defend her European title a few days ago. Was 4th in the final. I mean, it's highly competitive, but Chiara did pick up a silver medal yesterday alongside Chris, who's next to me. So Alia Tomaszet is in the standing position for Switzerland, and it's combined scores that are at stake here. And there's Enrico Friedemann. Oh, always a character, always a character. So each athlete gets to take an individual shot within 50 seconds. And 10.9 is the highest individual shot, and the scores will be combined, and the highest combined score therefore takes a series win. You get 2 points for a series win, and if there's a draw, and I know what you're thinking, 6 shots, decimal scoring, what are the chances of you getting the same totals? It happens, and it happens more than you think it would. So 32.7 is the highest trio combined score, and that's if each athlete hit a 10.9 each. And if that happens, then these microphones will probably explode. we'll probably get way too excited about that. First team to 16 points will take the bronze medal. The other team has to leave in 4th place. So 15 seconds to go. As Chris said a few moments ago, it's showtime.
Stop.
So this is the 50-meter rifle 3 positions trio women's event at the European Championships 2025. This is the bronze medal match, Denmark versus Switzerland.
Start.
So there you can see on your graphic on your screen who's in prone, who's in kneeling, and who's in standing.
Not an ideal start for Switzerland right there. 29.6. I certainly want to aim a little bit higher in the coming series.
Yes, 30.5 from Denmark.
2.0 for them. And you, ladies and gentlemen, you can also clap your results. Let's see good one. Like right now, big applause for the next round. Come on, everybody!
29.6 for Switzerland. So Denmark take the first series win. They're 2 points in front. If the combined scores are tied, there'll be 1 point each.
Low. Stop.
Yeah, this format to 16 points is really a format that can be over very quick. The shortest final possible would be 8 shots, and then it's already over. So you definitely want to quickly step up your game again if you didn't have like the best of starts, but it looks like Switzerland has found their way into the competition. Yeah, 3-10s again, 31.0 versus Denmark, 31.2. So another 2 points for Denmark right there. Fantastic.
So Denmark have another series win. A great 10.7 shot from Nielsen in the kneeling position. And Rika Ibsen just dipping in under the 10s at 9.9. I mean, Switzerland had a half-decent score there, but Denmark just taking that series win.
Yeah, in the last series we really saw another typical aspect of this format, of this final format. Normally we would count all the points together. This time it's only one shot and then the scores are deleted again, and they're not added up. And so you really just want to have these high 10s that bring you, like a 10.7 right there from Chiara Leone for Switzerland. They're going to bring you the points. It doesn't matter all too much if you have one bad shot, because in the next round you already get a new chance to score even better and score the points again for your country.
Yes, Denmark again have done it. Chris was explaining earlier that it can be over quite quickly. I mean, saying that, I've rarely seen that, actually. It hasn't happened a lot. I mean, as you say, it's possible and does happen. And who knows, it may even happen here today. Even with Switzerland's opening shot there of a 10.7, you think, well, that's a good flag in the sand. But, and as Chris says, the beauty is that if you do hit a bad shot, let's say, for example, you hit an event like this, you know, like a 9.5, ordinarily that could ruin your final. But in this particular format, yes, okay, you may end up losing the series, but at the same time, the other two next to you may compensate for your low shot, and you may still end up winning. And I think that's what brings the excitement and intrigue to this particular format, particularly the trio as well, because it's three-way.
Exactly.
So 10.4 or higher required. Oh, Rika Ibsen's done it once again. Well, could you please just stop? I mean, these 10.9s that she just keeps shooting on this range. And I actually seem to remember she was roughly around the same sort of place for she was on firing point A, I think, for the three positions final, and is now on B. But looks like Switzerland have called a timeout, or was it Denmark?
No, it was Switzerland.
It was Switzerland.
Definitely a good choice right there. That's also one of the interesting components in this final format, where normally a coach doesn't have much of an influence onto his athletes once they're in the final. But in these duet and trio competitions, they do. They could call a timeout. It's also upon the athletes to call a timeout, but in this particular moment, coach of Switzerland, Enrico Friedemann, called for the timeout. It's always a good way to try to, if the opposing team is on a heater, trying to disrupt them a little bit, trying to get them out of their rhythm, also giving your athletes the opportunity to settle into the positions again, trying to make some little adjustments, trying to get them some space to breathe, calm down maybe a little bit the nerves, and trying to get like the next shot perfectly into the center again, and finding your way into the competition back again.
Breathing, as you say, Chris, an event like this so important because you breathe differently in the different positions as well, because of the natural way your body is positioned. And that's again what brings another level of skill and concentration and ability to this particular event. So series 5, is that timeout well timed? Can Switzerland get some points? Chiara Leone shaking her head, 9.8, 10.5 from Stark. 20.3 so far for the Swiss. 29.2. Will it be enough? It's not going to be. 29.7. Despite that 9.3 from Nielsen. This is what we were saying a few seconds ago. Even as a trio, if you hit a shot in the mid-9s, if the other two can rescue you, you can still end up winning the series, and particularly on the other side with Tomaschett hitting that 8.9.
Yeah, definitely a tough spot for Switzerland to be in right now. Losing 5 consecutive points to Denmark. Denmark leading now with a comfortable lead of 10 points. And only 3 more points that they have to win, because each round that they win awards them 2 points. So it's definitely a tough spot for Switzerland right now. But yeah, shooting sport is a sport that we have seen already many finals change in an instant. 2 days ago with Rikke Ibsen winning the gold medal has been one of these examples. So let's see. Oh, 10.8 there by Janina Tomaschett in a crucial moment. Great score there, 31.4 for Switzerland. And there are the first 2 points for Switzerland.
So the Swiss are up and running. I'm sure a bit of relief, not only with a bit of confidence there. So 31.4, that's a very impressive total. That's just 0.4 away from the maximum. That 10.8 from Tomaschett, as Chris has just pointed out, crucial to that series win.
For the next competition shot, load. Stop.
Crowd cheering in the back. Now we see Janina Tomaschett for Switzerland in the standing position. Slight movements on the rifle. Shot release was okay. 9.8. Let's see what Rikke Ibsen has in store for Denmark. Yeah, that rifle stands still. Decent shot.
Yeah, just that kick and bit of recoil there. 10.6 from the European champion. But Switzerland have taken another series win, and Chiara Leone just hardly moving at all. I think so focused in the zone. So Switzerland not quite out of this yet. They're 6 points behind. 16 points is what's needed to take the bronze. Denmark are 6 points away from that, so just 3 series wins. But is this the comeback from Switzerland? Is it on? And has it started?
Two tens already for Switzerland there. And Stark and Leone. But 3 tens for Denmark. 31.0 for Denmark versus 30.0 for Switzerland. 1 point ahead. Awards them another 2 points, making the score now 12-4 for Denmark. Yeah, they really need the support now from the crowd, cheering them on. It's not over yet.
So Denmark edge closer to the bronze medal. 2 series away from 16 points. Can Switzerland continue to try and stick their claws in and try and grab that bronze ahead of Denmark?
10.9 there by Franziska Stark. Great shot in that crucial moment. Wow, but another 10.9, if I see that right, from Petersen by Denmark. 31.6 by Denmark, giving them another 2 points versus the 30.7 from Switzerland.
So 10.9, another one from the Danes, but a 10.9 from Stark on the other side as well. That shows you the standard that we've got here at the European Championships. And really, just that 9.4, which is what's cost Switzerland a series win. A 10.9, a 10.4. You'd think at that stage we're cruising here. All we need is, say, a 10. That'll probably do. But against this Danish trio, Denmark now one series win away from taking the bronze.
Three 10s by Switzerland, really good.
Yes, 30.7. Is that going to be enough? A 10.3 or higher required from Ibsen. And it's a 10. Switzerland have a crucial series win. And the Danish supporters, well, just rock back in their seats. They can't quite believe it. They thought they're on the verge of taking bronze. And Switzerland have said, no, we're here. And we'd like the bronze if it's all the same.
Yeah, Switzerland definitely with the backs against their wall, backs against the wall. But they got nothing to lose and everything to win.
.1, 10.4.
Not a 10.9 there by Denmark.
10.5 from Nielsen. 31.1, that's a good total. A 9.8 from Rika Ibsen or higher is required. A 10.4 and Denmark are over the line. 31.8. That's 1.0 short of the, well, sorry, 0.9 short of the maximum total, and it smiles all around for Rika Ibsen. That's her second medal in as many days. Rika Ibsen, the current European champion, now has a bronze medal in the 50-metre three positions trio women. For Switzerland, well, they put up a gutsy fight, particularly after that timeout. Yes, they lost the first series after the timeout was called by Enrico Friedemann, but then they had a couple of series wins. Then just that one a few moments ago, but already Denmark were just too far in front, and Denmark make it to the bronze medal. Switzerland take fourth place.
Yeah, definitely Denmark showed their strong game today. A really consistent performance by all the athletes. We have hardly seen, or we have not seen many shots under the 10 ring from Denmark. And yeah, it was really just a really consistent performance that they showed us today. And with the occasional 10.9s in there, that's what's going to bring you the points here in this format. And yeah, definitely a deserved winner in this final here.
When you hit 10.9, Chris, what kind of zone do you go into in order to try and do it again? Because it must be really hard, because your brain is telling you you've just, that there's no more you could have done there, and that your brain is saying, come on, do it again. It must make it harder.
Yeah, surely. This is some of the things that that makes the mastery of this sport. I think if you really want to hit the 10.9, it's hard for you that it's going to come. On the other hand, I think, yeah, just trying to be your best is the way to go.
So let's have a look back at the highlights of that trio match. Well, glorious scenes at the end there from the Danish team making their embrace. So Denmark have just bagged a medal. It's a bronze, and that happened in the 50-metre rifle 3 positions trio women's event. Gold medal match now coming up. Norway versus Czechia. A really formidable Norway trio, and likewise some of the calibre of shooters that they've got in the Czechia team as well. It's really anybody's gold medal match, and that's coming up next. Then later today we have pistol events for you, and then later on we will then go back outside for some skeet events. But that's just the schedule for indoors today across rifle and pistol on day 3 of the European Championships here in Châteauroux for 2025. So we'll be back in a few moments' time with the gold medal match. Norway versus Czechia coming up. So don't go anywhere at all. We'll be back in a few moments.
That means, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the team on the positions E, F, and G. Come on, a few seconds, and here they are, the team of Czechia.
Welcome back to Châteauroux. Welcome back to day 3 of the European Championships. This is the gold medal match in the 50-metre rifle, 3 positions trio women. My name is Rory McAllister. I'll be your commentator. Christoph Durr of Switzerland, a silver medalist from yesterday, is alongside me for this one. We are your commentary team. So Czechia have come out: Veronika Blasíková, Katarina Stefanáková, and Adalena Zurstova. So here come Norway. Jeanette Justad at the back, towering over the other two. Arguably on her day, the best in the world. And of course, there are arguments for other athletes in that discussion. Mari Lufsef of Norway will be in the kneeling position. She's in the middle. And then Milda Haugen of Norway will be in the prone position, lying down on the mat. And you can see that her prone strap is pretty much all ready to go. So Norway versus Czechia. Who will take the gold? The beauty, of course, of a gold medal match is that you know that you've got at least a silver. If you're joining us on YouTube and Facebook, thank you very much for coming along. Thanks if you're joining in on the live chat as well on YouTube. Hello to Mikkel, hello to Addy, hello to Chris, Luca, and Marta, and Hannah. And Addy's asking, where are you in the arena? Okay, we're right up at the back. So that camera shot at the moment, we're right behind that, behind a pane of glass in the commentary booth. I did ask if the glass was bulletproof, just in case. No, of course, we joke. So, Norway versus Czechia. This is the European Championships 2025, the 50-metre rifle, 3 positions trio, gold medal match. Gold is what it's all about. So, Chris, there is that psychological cushion, if you like, when you come into this, knowing that you will get a silver. But at the same time, you don't really want to turn up and settle for that, surely.
No, definitely. I think the thing here is to say that you've earned at least a silver medal in the qualification, but here now you're here to earn the gold medal. And I think it's really all the athletes that are sitting there in the preparation area of the final make their head about it. But I'm sure all of them are really on fire to win, to go out and win this gold medal now, because in the end of the day, it's really about getting this European Champions title.
So just the sighting shots. Meanwhile, our QR codes are on screen for you. If you'd like to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, just use the camera on your smartphone or tablet, and then follow the prompts. And you can follow all the content that we provide for you, not just the live broadcasts. One decent way of getting that is to subscribe to the ESC video stream on YouTube. And if you have anyone asking you where to find the feed, of course you can share it with them, or just tell them to search for ESC video stream and you'll find us there. So just the adjustments there from Stefanáková. Because you know, Chris, don't you, really, as an athlete, when you're in these positions, you've got the underlayers on as well. You're sort of shuffling around, just trying to find your comfort zone, if you like.
Exactly. You wanna release your tensions in the body. You really want to find the stable structure in your position. You really want to find the static of the position. Trying to relax into the position and holding your rifle with a passive stability rather than an active stability where you use muscle tension, active muscle tensions for that. So especially in the kneeling position, it's a complicated, complex position. You have many different elements. You have the legs that need to be adjusted. You want your hips to be loose. You want your upper body resting comfortably on your basically on your feet, but also as well on your elbow on the kneeling or on the knee. And so it's really a complex position, and yeah, there's a lot of tensions that can go wrong there, and really you want to feel into the position and really relax into it.
Well, great insight from Christoph Dörr of Switzerland, a man who's been there and done it in all three of these positions. So here's Veronika Blaszczykova, who's in the prone position. And she's 22 years old, bronze medalist twice at the World Championships, and also has 3 silver medals at European Championship level and 3 bronze. Here's Katarina Stefankova of Czechia, 23 years old. She's in the kneeling position. Bronze medalist at the European Championships in the team women junior. That was in Oshek some 4 years ago, 2021. And Adela Zruskutova of Czechia just checking, looking down at her footing. She's 21 years old, but has achieved a silver medal at the World Championships. That was in the prone mixed team as a junior, because she still is only 21, so has only just come into the senior ranks. And also she has a silver medal at the European Championships in the 50-meter 3 position mixed team junior. And there's Lubos Opelka, the coach for Czechia.
They're coached by a very experienced coach. Lubos Opelka has been a shooter for a long time himself as well, a really achieved shooter as well, and has returned back to coach Czechia for like 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. And yeah, brings a lot of experience, both as an athlete but as well as a coach. Tremendous experience right there, and that's really something that you want to have behind you at some of these finals.
Yes, now on the pistol side, they've got Martin Tank, who took a bronze medal at the Sydney Olympics. So a lot of the coaches internationally are very experienced, and sometimes they don't always come from that particular country. You know, you'll get a coach from a different nation coming in to give a different perspective on a particular nation's coaching. But for now, we're about to go with Norway versus Czechia. Here we go then, first competition shot for the gold medal match in the 50-meter rifle 3 positions trio women's at the 2025 European Championships. So 32.7 is the highest individual score, and Blaszczykova starts with a 10.9. We've just had 10.9s just flying in over the last few days here at the European Championships.
Yeah, great score to start it. 31.6 there by Czech Republic, but another 31.6 by Norway there as well. Also, Doucet started with a 10.9, so that's really a way how you want to start into this final. Well, great shooting right there from both teams.
Exactly. Would you believe it? Justad with a 10.9 as well. I mean, if you're after world-class shooting, you've come to the right place. The thing is that this is all about series wins, so those individual scores don't carry forward, because both Doucet and Blaszczykova in any other final would have been delighted, thinking, yeah, I'll have some more of those. It just goes to show, we said earlier on the bronze medal match, it's decimal scoring, there's 6 shots, and the chances of there being a draw. And there we go, it happens, 1 point each. So 30.2. Is that enough for Czechia? Oh!
Well, there we go again.
I don't think Chris and I have ever laughed so much, I think, through a commentary. I think, should we just go and just let this one play out, I think?
That's great.
We're just going to have draw after draw. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
For the next competition shot, low.
What are the chances and the probability of getting 2 draws in a row in trio?
Yeah, right. I mean, it's 6 shots across the board, 3 for each team, and then having a tie. Yeah, chances might be pretty low for that. Yeah, that's right.
Come on, can they do it again? Can they give us another draw? 30.8. We need a
10.4 for a draw.
Come on, Gustad. Come on. Come on, Jeanette. Oh! 9.5. Right, so Czechia take the first series win. 30.8. An impressive total. Those 2 shots in the mid-10s. Kim Lund just looking up. And I think, probably thinking if that was to carry on, there could be a timeout from Norway. So now 2 points separate the 2 countries.
Start.
Milde Haugen right there for the Norwegian team in the prone position. Looks really like a stable aim right there. No pulse movements, good release. 10.7 by Lovsev. No, 10.8, excuse me. 10.7 by Haugen. 21.5, that's a great start into the series. Let's see what Jeanette Duster can add to it. 9.7 makes it a 31.2 for Norway versus a 30.0 for Czechia. 4-4, and they're tied again.
Yeah, it's fascinating because you look at the Czechia shots, a 10.3, 10.5 and a 10.2, 31 total. You think, yeah, particularly if there's going to be a 9.7, but it's just the fact the other 2 Norway shots are in the high 10s.
Yeah, that's really what we were alluding to before in the bronze medal match. It's really those high 10s, these 10.7, 10.8s, 10.9s that you want to aim for, and that's the ones that are usually going to bring you the point here in this format. A little bit of movement there for Srastova in the standing game, but nevertheless, a fabulous 10.6 in the standing position. That's great.
So Gustad needs a 10.1 here and gets it just. Look at that. What drama here in Châteauroux. 31.3. The Norwegians have just done it with that series, and they go into the lead for the first time. First team to get to 16 points will take the gold medal, and you can just see there on the graphic how this gold medal match has unfolded. 2 draws at the beginning, something I've never seen before, not in a trio match. Seen it in mixed teams for sure, but fascinating.
Stefankova with a strong 10.7 right there from kneeling, in the kneeling position for Czechia.
So 30.7, a bit more of a convincing series from Norway, but Lubos Opelka has called a timeout. So each coach can call 1 timeout, maximum of 60 seconds. And what it does mean is that the other coach can also approach their athletes. So what you can't see on your screen right now, Kim Lund is over, down on his knees, having a chat with Milde Haugen. There we are. So taking advantage of the fact that Lubos Opelka has called that timeout. Again, it's a good system, this. It's something I like with the timeouts. It just adds something to it, that interaction between the athletes, the coaches. It means that the coach isn't completely helpless once a final starts, as you ordinarily would be in an individual final.
Absolutely, and I think the coaches are glad as well about this dynamic here in this final, because usually they're just restricted to sit behind their athletes, sitting at on the chairs. Maybe you can do some eye contact sometimes in the final. That can help you, especially if your coach is really a calm demeanor. That can help to like ease a little bit your nerves in tight moments. But here, when the coach really can come forward, talk to you, maybe even give you a little bit of a hint what he has seen from behind. Maybe he has seen that the recoil was doing a strange movement or something. He can give you that input, and that can really help you to improve your game, to step up. And yeah, so I think for both the coaches and the athletes, it's a good element this time out.
Yes, because in an individual final, verbal coaching, that's
forbidden.
That's a no-no. Okay, here we go then. We're up and running again. Series 7. 20.9 so far from Czechia, and a 31.1 total. So Justad needs a 10 to take the series. And a 10.8. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Jeanette. Norway 10, Czechia 4. Is this gold medal slipping away from Czechia? They look concerned, but there's still time to dig deep and try and get back into this gold medal match. So Norway are 6 points away from a gold. Czechia need another 12 points.
Yeah, things are certainly at the moment playing in favor for the Norwegian team. Also, the Norwegian team, a really experienced team here. Dustad, obviously one of the most achieved shooters of our times at the moment. Mary Lovsev as well and Milde Haugen have both tremendous experience on this level of competitions. We have seen the Czech team of a really young team, but now scoring really great with a 31.4. They're really trying to bring the heat of the moment to the Norwegians.
Yes, that 31.4, as Chris was saying, great total, because that series win was already in the bag, because 11.11 was the difference. And there's the president, very much enjoying this gold medal match. And perhaps now the Czechia supporters also making a bit more noise as they try and get back into this gold medal match. They've clawed back another crucial series win. It's Norway 10, Czechia 6. So Jeanette Justad near us, our cameras, very keen horse rider. Loves getting out there and having a ride, and just shows you that these athletes do have things going on outside the world of shooting. .7, a 9.3 or higher required from Norway.
You see a little bit of movement there, rocking back and forth from Jeanette Dustad, but nevertheless still manages to hit that 10 ring, 10.4, giving Norway another 2 points, 30.9 points.
So 30.9 was enough to take that series win, a difference of 1.2. So those 2 shots in the 9 rings. Now, Chris and I were saying earlier on, you can afford those in this format, but at the same time, when the other team is just 2 series wins away from taking the gold, you do just need to keep an eye on things.
Milde Haugen with her last 6 shots all in the 10 ring. She adds another one, 10.0 though.
And another 10.9 for Blasakova, which is how she started this gold medal match. I believe that's at least 3 10.9s we've had, if not more. And a crucial series win from Czechia. What a total, 31.7. A 10.5, a 10.3, and that 10.9. As an individual shot, you can score no higher. There's Victor Lindgren and Marcus Madsen of Sweden. Victor Lindgren, the world champion in 3 positions, took that title in Baku, and will go on to Cairo later in the year to try and defend that.
Yeah, the Scandinavian connection is strong there. We also see it a lot of times that the Norwegians are also cheering for the Swedes and vice versa. They're good friends also inside and outside the shooting range.
Whereas you're just nice and independent, aren't you, in Switzerland? So 30.7. Blatchikova's last shot was a 10.9, this time a 10.8. She's on fine form. And 30.8. Oh, Norway have just taken that by 0.1. The Norwegians just in front. And Jeanette Justad just giving a flex of her fingers. It's been a long couple of days with all the qualifications, the finals. And Jeanette has been out here 3 times, both in the individual final and in the duet, and now in the trio. So are Norway a series win away from taking gold? Can Czechia put in an incredible comeback?
Yeah, you see, this was a really crucial moment for Norway. This was the second point that they only clinched by a 0.1 difference. Sometimes it's the momentum. Is it the experience? What gives the one team the edge over the other? Let's see if Czechia can hold on to here. 30.8 is not a bad score.
Well, they've taken that series win because Justad can't hit an 11. She can hit a 10.9, comes up with a 10.5. So Czechia, is this the comeback? Well, this is a much longer match than it was for the bronze medal. Norway are now just trying to get over the line. Czechia are now thinking we're only 6 points behind.
Oh, yep, already thought so. Norway is going to call the timeout.
So Kimland is over. And Lubos Opelka also takes the opportunity to go over and talk to the athletes.
Especially at the moment right now as well. We see the coach of Norway talking to his kneeling shooter Mari Lovsev. It's really also a point, this is also, the longer a final keeps on going, especially in a kneeling position, everything starts to hurt a little bit. And that makes it even harder for you as well to relax into the position, also in the prone position. Usually with the sling is just super, you make it super tight to get the maximum amount of stability into your position. But obviously over time your hands starting to hurt, your elbow starts to hurt, and it's not necessarily a comfortable position. And the longer such a final keeps on going, yeah, the more something like that plays into it as well. And yeah, certainly to take now a break, giving your athletes again the space to relax quickly, to maybe loosen up a little bit the position right there, and coming back into it with a fresh force, with a fresh movement again, with a fresh momentum again, can make really the difference here.
Well, Kim Lund looks happy. He shared a few jokes as well, I think, with the Norwegian team, particularly with Mari Lovsev, who's in the kneeling position. So will this be the last series? Series 13. Superstitious for some people. Some people believe that's unlucky. Well, Chris Braun on the live chat, Chris, is agreeing with you on YouTube, saying good coaching, make the women relax. So 30.7, that 9.8 this time from Blatchikova, 10.2 from Justad, high required, and Czechia are coming back into this. We've got a dramatic, exciting finish here in Châteauroux. And just when you thought Norway were one series away from taking gold, Czechia have mounted a comeback, and now with another series win, could level this up. The Czechia team just waving the flag around and enjoying this one. And I'm sure you are too, wherever you are watching around the world. And thank you for joining us. It's great to have you here. Well, it took a while there.
Oh, 10.9 by Lovsev.
First shot was almost 20 seconds in the waiting. A 10.9 from Lucef.
Oh, 10.8 by Milde Haugen.
30.2, so Justad needs an 8.6 or higher. And it's a 9.9, not quite in the 10 ring, but it's enough. And Norway breathe a sigh of relief. They just get there over the line, and like that, I think Mari Lucef looks up at Jeanette Justad and says, well done. Relief on the face of Kim Lund, the Norwegian coach. But Czechia, what a fight. And they'll deserve that silver medal when it comes to standing on the podium. Meanwhile, the Norwegian trio are the European champions. Jeanette Justad, Mari Lucef and Milde Haugen. Average age of 25.
No, absolutely. It was a great performance right there by the Norwegian team again. They were the ones to beat, for sure. I think Czechia really showed an excellent performance right there as well, especially considering the amount of experience. Czechia came here with a young team, whereas the Norwegian team has a little bit of more of experience already on their backs. But yeah, it was an exciting final. That's really what we want to see here in shooting sport. We saw some high scores. We saw great shooting right there. We saw also the tactical impacts of the timeouts being called by the coaches. Yeah, that's really the pinnacle of shooting sport right there. That's what makes it exciting.
Yes, a great display of the excitement and drama in rifle shooting. And of course the excitement of the trio format as well. So the gold and silver medalists are joined by Denmark on the right of your screens. The bronze medalist led by Rika Ibsen in the middle, who is the current European champion for 3 positions. She took that gold medal 2 days ago here in Châteauroux. So Denmark with the bronze, another medal for Denmark. Czechia, I believe this is their first medal, certainly that we've televised. And it's a silver in the 50-metre rifle 3 positions trio women. Czechia with an average age of 22. It's certainly a young athlete sport at the moment. And the Norway trio, Jeanette Justad towering over the other 2 in the middle. A gold yesterday for Jeanette, and now another gold today. Once again, she's bossing it on the European stage, and of course was helped by the efforts of Mari Lucef and Milde Haugen. So that's the final result. Denmark won the bronze medal match, 16 points to 6. The gold medal match at one point was 14-8 and actually finished up 16-12. A little bit closer in the gold medal match, but Norway did just enough in the end to become European champions. Well, we had all the drama and excitement. Let's just have a look back. Well, all the drama and excitement right there in front of us here in Châteauroux at the European Championships. What a fantastic start to day 3, and we've still got more to come. They're the indoor events. We'll be back at 1:45 for the 25-metre pistol trio women, the bronze and gold medal match, and then 4:30 later on today for the rapid-fire trio men. That's bound to be an absolute corker. Then later this evening, we'll head outside for 2 skeet events. But for now, from myself, Rory McAllister, Christoph Durr alongside me, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll catch you later on today. Do join us on the ESC video stream for another day of competition, day 3 at the European Shooting Championships 2025.